Let's make this beaded fringe together, as I remind you that beading is very easy. This right here is crystal beads in size 4. This right here is an acrylic bead. You can use teardrop. This is size 8, and this is size 2 sand bead. Let's jump in. So this right here is what we're going to do. Tie it at the back. You don't want whatever you're doing to show in front. So I just picked my needles through the fabric right there, and then I put my needle in between the thread. Usually your thread is already tied, and once you do that, you just pull it. That's how to tie. If you want to make it stronger, do it twice. So I did it the second time, and this is what it looks like at the back. So I'll just put my needle in through it a second time like that, and just hold the thread together. Put the needle through the thread and just pull. This right here is how to tie. You can do it 3 times, but I think 2 times is okay. After doing that, you're going to bring out the thread exactly where you want it to come out. So for me, I just wanted it to be at the edge that way, not in front, not at the back, just somewhere in the middle at the edge. And then I brought it down that way. So first things first is to take the crystal beads. I'm taking 6 crystal beads right there. Feel free to use as many as you want, but 6 is okay for me. So after doing that, I went ahead to add my acrylic beads to it. If you want to use crystal, make sure you also use crystal. So that's 6 right there, and I picked the bead, I fixed it in right there, and then I'm going to end it with my sand bead. Sand bead is just to lock it or to stop it, whatever. I push all the beads all the way to the top, and then I will skip the sand bead. If you look very close, you see that I skipped the sand bead right there. I just brought it down a little bit, and then I put my needle into the acrylic bead, and I'll just take it all the way to the top. That bead you're seeing right there is in the egg shape. If you look at it very well, it's an egg shaped bead. So yeah, so we'll just pull it all the way to the top, and that's pretty much it. By the time you pull it all the way to the top, next thing we're going to do is to tie. You're going to put your needle into the spot where the fringe had come out from, and then take the needle to the back, because we need to tie it at the back so that whatever we have done is not going to show, it's not going to make it messy. I decided to shift the thread behind, because if care is not taken, the thread will just wrap the fringe and you just be having a tangle situation. So I use my hand to smoothen it out to just make sure it's not too stiff, and then I shifted it that way and just tied. The way we tied it the first time is how we're going to tie it the second time. So I'll just bring it out right there and just put my needle through the thread like that and pull it. That's it. So that thing that's hanging right there, don't be scared, it's normal. Sometimes it comes all the way out, sometimes it just hangs like that. So what I did was basically to cut it off. So I just put it in that way and pull. So I'm going to do it one last time and I'll be done. Now feel free to do it as many times as possible till you are satisfied that it is strong. So I'll do it one last time, turn it in and just pull it gently to make sure it stays put. And this right here is what it looks like. By the time I was done, I just pick a needle and cut off the thread, just because I'm done and I'm satisfied. So this right here is what the fringe actually looks like, and it is dangling. That was the idea. If you do your fringe and it's stiff, it's not so good, but it is supposed to dangle. By the time we finished it, because we did all over the sleeves, and this right here is what we have. We did it a ½ inch difference between both, and this is it. So this is the outfit we used it for, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.